Akram, I see you have joined. Welcome, welcome. Guys, Akram is a founder of InstaVal and also an entrepreneur. He has joined us to share his entrepreneurial journey with fintech, with his startup. Please feel free to introduce yourself and what you are doing in the space.
Yes, hello everyone. Thanks, Loredana, for the opportunity. I would love to share with you a document. If you give me the, I think you should enable me so that I.
Let me stop sharing my screen. Just a second. Okay. Yeah, I have enabled you. You can share now.
Yeah, great. Cool. Okay, so.
Amazing.
Yeah, now you see my screen.
Yes, yes.
Great. So what I would like to do here, is to take you over the journey. I mean, I am an investment and finance professional. This is by background and by education, but I delved into technology, and I'll drive you through it and I'll give you a stint of what is currently that I'm busy with in financial technology, if you allow me. Well, thank you in advance for the attention. So this is where I started in 1999 in New York, Wall Street, where I was a currency trader at the time. And then I've moved to the MNC space and then into different other investment and finance organization, investment banks and funds. So 10 years or 11 years in the corporate space. And then I started my own M&A boutique in 2010. Took it to 7 figures. It was growing fine, but there is actually in 2014, well, first I got a bit bored by the model because it's a template generating model. This is number one. And number two, you are in the cash collection business. And number three, there was funny enough, an event in 2013, right before building FinWorks, which is a corporate banking business process management solution. I actually had a trauma, and then I could not manage my company in the office, so I had to manage it lying on my bed for over a year. So I had a herniated disc issue. Anyway, that was that's behind us. Now, alhamdulillah. So while managing it with an iPad, I had the idea of, that M&A advisory Upside Capital needs a software to be run with, so that I can manage knowledge, I can keep an error-proof delivery, and third, I can collect money with technology. So people want to pick my brain, so they need to just pay first, and then I'll deliver it. So it came like, so when it came out to the world, it was too big, actually. It was fitting the size of a bank, not for a small boutique company, the one I built. And then I fell in. So my passion with automation and to innovate and task-proof, error-proof deliveries. So I delved into another venture, which is pre-money, business planning and equity evaluation solution. It was highlighted in 2016 in GITEX in the front page. Again, it was a bit too early at that time, and no one wanted to fund it because, I mean, I had the blueprint, but it was really too big and too early. And sometimes too early is not serving the purpose. 2018, we've again packaged a service that we were delivering to funds under Upside Capital, which is fund valuation. So we packaged that into a kind of a blueprint software. It has also been shelved. So up till 2019, where I took from pre-money, I created InstaVal, and where we were accelerated actually in GIFC, Fintech Hive, and Startup Bootcamp. And then I started to be really full-time on what it was there, just basically a lifestyle valuation platform. You know, but then I've pivoted like 180, and then I'll drive you through it shortly to see how it came to see the light today. Again, so in a nutshell, so from capital to digital, it's a quest for the upside. So going from upside capital to upside digital. This is just to give you a brief, another view of how the journey is from really how to transit from an M&A or corporate world into a fintech world. So let's delve now into InstaVal, which is a digital investment banking platform. So the problem is threefold. So you have founders, which lack investment readiness skill set and inefficient and clueless on how to engage with investors. You have enablers themselves who are trying to help them. They are inefficient at processing large volume and have limited investment domain skill set. And investors have two problems. One, someone is gonna get fired if they miss out on investing in the right one or investing in the wrong one. So inherently there is a big noise out there because now humanity has reached an age of abundance where you have abundance of capital, technology, and entrepreneurship, and that makes it literally we have a birth rate of one startup every 3 seconds, basically. That doesn't mean that the inventory stays the same. There is a mortality, there is a net birth rate, but then I mean, the false error, type 1 error and type 2 error are just, business as usual, false positives and false negatives. So we need a filtering mechanism out there to tell us, okay, here is the right horse and here is the wrong one, at least for now. They might evolve over time. So the solution is to reimagine the investment sourcing and vetting experience. So under one single platform, you have investment readiness and investor matching capabilities, which are run with scripts or algorithms of artificial intelligence. And you have two populations, basically the main ones, the core ones, founders and investors. So founders who are looking for funding, market access, growing and scale, and investors who are looking for, like I said, quality deal flow, efficient vetting, and the next unicorn. And we provide both of these populations the investment readiness capabilities, okay, and investor matching. So that first founders get investment ready. This is number one question. And in that investment readiness, we have a business valuation algorithm, which is proprietary. This is our IP. And if you allow me, I will just drive you through it quickly. I mean, it is something like, this is the view of actually, I will take this here.
It would be great actually to have the touch and feel of the platform itself.
Sure. So yeah, Loredana. So this is a company called Castafiore. Okay, it's all right. So this is InvestPass. So this is what's under what we just tell you. So InstaPager, one-pager business valuation report. You have the financial model. Okay. Let's see the sample. So you have one sheet, and you can do the valuation, the forecast, the structuring, everything. And this is the I'll show you. This is the InstaPager. So you have basically demographics, transaction pitch, raising $500,000 for 17. This is fully automated, huh? And you have even here, the valuation per method, the use of funds, the cap table, pre and post money cap table. And this is fully automated, by the way, and instantly delivered. The pitch deck and the elevator. And from here, the startup or the founder can share. So they can, okay, I can share with, John Doe. All right. So or I can upload a CSV file, or I can share it through WhatsApp, or I can even share it into my social media channels. if I'm not happy with this approach, I can tap into the platform's investors. So we have basically from angel, VC, private equity, corporate venture capital, family office, and from different parts of the world. And we have even some COVID-19. Well, we tried. I mean, investors are not always saying what is right and wrong, whether they will be writing checks or not. But yeah, I mean, there are few. So we could, yeah, let's say, yeah, Saudi, for example. And you have different kinds, like I said here, you know. And you can really apply. We're not gonna hit apply because it's a real thing. So they will receive an email. So I will. We have one single dummy investor which we can do.
Sorry to interrupt you. This is really amazing, and I just thought of it, guys. You can use this for the group project. They have a group project actually to do a business plan from start.
Okay.
And if you see, you have here the financial model, you have the pitch deck. You can use yourselves the platform to actually build the group project. It's a wonderful idea.
Even and the valuation, so it's I'll drive you quickly through it. So it's a 30 question process. If you've done your homework right, I mean, you can achieve it in maybe 15 minutes. All right. But then again, it's the quality of the inputs. So it's this is the challenge of and it's 40 data points, so you can just go over through one quickly. And at the end of the process, like I said, you instantly get your valuation. I mean, with startup, scale up, we'll be introducing SME soon as well.
Great.
Post pre-revenue, your headquarters, your business model, the industry you're in. So it's really, yeah, we try to condensate, and we are trying to work even more. I mean, the challenge here is to introduce more artificial intelligence to keep the user experience always slick, but while keeping or improving the quality of the deliverable. So this is where machine learning comes into place. Is now we have 30 questions. The challenge or the next hit for us is to lower it to 15. And the singularity vision is to have one input. And if someone has an idea about the input, feel free to share it. What would be that input?
What has been the major challenge, Akram? Because you are trying to simplify it and put 15 questions, and the simpler it is for people to use, the better. But what is the main challenge? Is it that the outcome of the evaluation will not be as good, or is it something else?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, of course. I mean, the challenge is to have enough backlog data to train algorithms to be accurate enough. I mean, 80% accurate enough. So I mean, this you know it. I'm sure you know it. This is the idea.
It's all about accuracy when it comes to AI. All about
accuracy. Definitely. I mean, and to the idea. I mean, the singularity vision or the limit we're tending is to have one input, which is company URL. So this is
okay. Nadia,
yeah, go ahead, Nadia.
I have a question for Akram. This looks very interesting. If we wanted to explore this further, could we just go on to InstaVal and just play around, or do we need a special password, or just
of
anybody?
Course you need your pass. You need to sign up, of course.
Oh, you need to sign up, and then but we can just sort of browse it as a prospective user.
You could. There is a free plan if that is your question.
No, well, I just want to check out all these, like in a little bit more detail, all your offerings and so on. So
yeah, definitely, Nadia, definitely. I mean,
I have put your the company URL instaval.co is at the end of the session slide, Nadia. You can just
great.
and just feel free to explore.
It is free. We have a free version.
Looks very interesting.
Definitely. So, and once you end this, so we have fundamentals, financials, and transaction. All right, 40 data points, and at the end you get the report. For the free version, we have only a valuation estimate, which is an interval between A and B point. To get to the report, it's paying, but it's a very affordable. I mean, really, we are about democratizing this. I mean, it's $100. And it's not. It's recurring if you wish, but not in the system. I mean, if you want to come back for, it gives you access for 1 month. So this is the idea. I mean, I just want to, and we have a promotion actually.
In terms of the investment companies that are listed, like I saw, you know, from Saudi and so on, what's the scale of your business right now? How many companies do you have registered? How many users? I mean, can you share? If it's
Well,
not
we have it here. We have it here. I mean, we have so far. This is how we. I mean, it's public information actually.
Okay, fine. Okay.
So
okay, I see it.
Here.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
yeah, you find it here.
Yeah, I see it. 40 sectors and okay.
So fundamentals, financial transaction. If you allow me, I'll just come back to the
PowerPoint.
Yeah, and actually this is how, you know, so start questionnaire, get valuation, build your invest pass, you know, to showcase your financial model, pitch deck, and video elevator. And then you can, like I said, apply, share, invite. On the other hand of the table or of the platform, you have investors, which are here to looking for deal flow. So pipeline build up, how? So they can invite themselves using the platform, so they can invite startups to apply or discover right into our platform the startups that have applied, for which they have opted in actually. So the ones who have opted in to be discovered, obviously. And then the investor does the deal flow screening. So, and they can engage directly to vet the application, review, download, comment if they wish. And then we have another module, which is data, and this is our what we're really focusing on now. Is you have a deal flow analytics, and from we will be launching soon a benchmarking analytics. So for each startup the investor is looking at, they will have context. We'll bring in just context to that startup. Where is it?
Will this be automated, everything, right, Akram? So every reporting or every kind of information, it will be all automated, right?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, there is no, the idea is to get away from my past life, actually. So this is so yeah,
behind, look into the future.
Exactly. So for investors, they will be getting doing analytics. So let's say this company, or let's say, all right, they will have this view. I'm sorry. Oops. Yeah, this is the analysis of the deal flow. Okay. But we will have in the future, like I said, for each startup, the investor is analyzing. So if we click on each one over here, we'll have another button here that says benchmark, and then it'll give you the context of that company. This is Jarov in Finland. All right. But this is the idea, is to bring context to the table, which is
amazing.
Yeah. What else can we delve into? And yes, of course, investors have stakeholders, so they can share with their stakeholders either a company they are investing in or a deal flow they are looking, so that it brings transparency to the whole ecosystem, be it LPs, corporate sponsors, banks, other stakeholders, you name it. Co-investors. So it is really, I like to call it a digital investment platform, investment banking platform, because it brings that we are actually a technology enabler at the core. We happen to know the business. This is and it is really it caters for the founders, for the investors, and for the middlemen, all the enablers out there, lawyers, advisors, investment bankers. So, and this is why we like to call it that way.
We have two lawyers here.
Do we? All right. What I'd like to do now is maybe just give you a little bit of the market landscape, and to explain a little bit, I mean, from a sky view, what is InstaVal? We are at the crossroad of four verticals, basically, and it's a mashup. between business valuation, between deal flow management, between matchmaking, and most importantly, between data. So this space is kind of an empty space, and this is where we saw the opportunity. We didn't see it outright, to be honest. It's by iteration, error. You know, it took us time to figure this out. It's not like that, but this is where we are stationed. I mean, I'm sure you know names here and there. And the vision here, it's the exits are you know, you could tomorrow be a VC, we could be an exchange, we could be a rating agency, and again, all that would happen with two things: data and audience. This is how you, and the opportunity is there. I mean, either you, but as long as you have the community and the data, you can pick whatever exit route you want to go to, and we'll see. So the business
future
model,
is bright.
inshallah. The business model, so it's an API first. So we deploy SaaS to founders, SaaS and white label to investors. At the same time, enablers, which is the and represented by investment bankers. We do not want to compete with them. We want to enable them. It's very important to have this position in the market.
Just to clarify a little bit, just two concepts, Akram. So we spoke about the API economy, guys, the gateways to connect applications, to connect platforms and everything. So the way this works, SaaS, if you are not aware of it, is software as a service. What Akram says, they're not competing, they're offering the same service to other companies, right? So they come on board and they can use the services and take advantage. And white label means that you can transform as a chameleon this kind of platform to your needs, right? So white label means that you can transform it into whatever you need as a consumer, personalize it, right, as a customer.
Yeah, private label it, so to speak, so you can have your logo, and the user would not feel like they are on InstaVal. It would say powered by InstaVal, though, to give the credits to InstaVal, but the experience would be client DNA centered, if I may put it this way.
Yes, that's true.
Right. Okay. This is our, yeah, I'm not sure if this is relevant, but yeah, I mean,
the pricing model. Let's just go to the pricing model.
Do you want to go ahead?
How you managed to find the right pricing model or the financial business model for instance?
This is a very hard one. I mean, it's freemium. It's quite straightforward. I mean, you always want to. The idea behind that is to build a utility for price discovery for unlisted assets. So inherently, we'll have a free version, but the arbitrage is with the data quality. So we don't want users to toxify the database with you know, garbage in, garbage out. Yes. So we want to align the interests by having, you know, affordable prices, but still something, you know. So the idea again is to democratize this. I mean, it's from $100 to $250. I mean, beats me. This is way. I mean, investment bankers are here, and we are just down to earth. I mean, for having been out there, investors. And second point, for conflict, to have a conflict interest sane environment, we are not into the success fee business. And number two, it is circumvention prone. So I don't want to get into that, open that chapter. So it's purely subscription. Okay. And to the credit of Loredana, I mean, this took us a lot, because first, there is no benchmark out there to copy from. This is number one. As you saw, I mean, even the positioning is quite unique. There is none to copy from, although there are competition here and there, but there is no another copy of InstaVal out there which will inspire us to work out this. So it took us a lot of time to figure this out.
Time and ability.
I'm sorry, Loredana.
Time and agility, right? Because being agile is very important when you are a startup. You need to swift and go
Yeah,
where precisely you're needed.
and this is our new novelty is that with partners we use to while being opportunistic, I think that we should be I mean, there are some partners who wants to would be happy to have a pricing on a subscription basis, but I believe that partners, we would give them incentive, you know, to onboard the startups. So incentives would be either commission or discount, while they would be they will have to put a one-time fee. So that's their investment. So it's not like, all right, just set it up and then we'll see later. No, we need just things to be working. So
Great.
yeah, I mean, and again, so no pretension of monopoly of knowledge. We're trying this out, and we are open to pivot again.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Anything else you want to add? Because I'm afraid we are out of time. This is really interesting.
No, I'm glad to have this audience here, and I'm happy to answer any questions. So yeah.
Guys, if you have any questions for Akram on how he developed the solution, any questions on how InstaVal is positioned in the market, please feel free. All good.
All good.
Okay.
Cool. So it means,
Thank you so much.